Look, it's okay to look up to people. It's okay to have someone be your inspiration. That's all fine and dandy. No one is criticizing that. But this whole Jayson Tatum Kobe Bryant thing, man, it has to stop. It has to stop. Like, his PR team is doing this man no favors. They tried the same thing with Devin Booker, and look how that worked out for him. It didn't work out that well because they got bounced out and they got embarrassed. Yes, Kobe Bryant has been embarrassed in the playoffs before. We saw Game 4 when they were swept out against Dallas in 2011. We remember when his team blew the 3-1 lead against the Suns. We remember the old days of Kobe Bryant when they were swept in the Western Conference Finals in '98 against Utah. We've seen Kobe come up short. We've seen Kobe Bryant fail and get embarrassed. But Kobe Bryant, of course, as we know, have a collective body of work that wipes away all of those embarrassments that he has, gone through in his basketball career. And what happens if, in my opinion, when Boston doesn't win this series, this NBA Finals? You got this guy out here, a Celtic. It's so cringy to even look at. Wearing the Kobe band with the 24 and the purple and yellow, purple and gold. You got this guy wearing the Boston colors. He plays for the Celtics. I'm talking about Jayson Tatum. Wearing the same outfit Kobe wore, I guess, in '96 when he tried out for the Boston Celtics, or when he was working out for them. He's wearing the exact same outfit in practice, and we looking at Tatum in these photos and how the media is just pushing this and showing this, and you see the comments under the post. The people voices matter. Everyone's saying how cringy it is, and just not in favor of it. Why is it that you can't just play the game? I mean, yeah, it's cool to draw comparisons here and now, but this right here, it is just out of hand. This is out of hand right here. You gotta post, Jayson Tatum is wearing the exact same practice outfit, exact same outfit to practice that Kobe wore in his tryout with the Celtics. You never really post anything about these people's practice or anything. But now all of a sudden his PR team wants to push this whole narrative about him. I don't know what they're trying to say, being the next Kobe, resembling Kobe. I don't see it. Or whatever. Again, we saw how that worked out for Booker. It's not cool when you force this to people. You can look up to the guy. He can be your inspiration as a player, but this whole force everything Kobe, the text message, I forgot what the message said, I got you or something. He text Kobe Bryant, I got you, before Game 7 against the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. And now this whole practice thing, it's just like, it's like, where does it stop? Where does it end? Is he gonna go play for the Lakers next? That'd be cool. Nah. But anyway, where does it end? Because now you under a huge microscope in this game that's about to come up in the next 2.5 or 3 hours or whatever. 2 hours, 15 minutes at the time of recording. So I got to get it out fast. You under a huge microscope. Now I'm gonna be watching you. People gonna be watching regardless, but sheesh. Dude, it's okay to look up to Kobe, but y'all got this guy out here and y'all not putting him in a good position, because we saw what the meme said. You remember the Tatum text message, I got you, to Kobe, and then everybody's, the photo editing the meme, and Kobe replies, Warriors in 6. And that was my prediction as well. Boston would win Game 1, Warriors would win Game 2, Warriors would take both games in Boston, Boston will take Game 5 back in San Francisco, and Warriors close it out in Boston. That was my prediction. But what happens when he loses? Can you imagine what the people are going to be saying about him then? He's going to face, like, people are just going to bash and criticize him because his PR team is putting him in a position to just be raked through the coals. I just saw that last night, and just like a lot of other people, I'm just like, sheesh. My goodness, where does it stop, people? Where does it stop? Does he change his number when they go back to Boston to number 8 or number 24? Like where does this stop, Tatum? Have some input on your image. Tell your PR team, I don't think this is a good look. Unless you want the pressure, go ahead. Go ahead. But do not get all salty when people bring the fire like they bring it, because it's going to be even worse if y'all lose this finals. If y'all win, you still know Kobe Bryant, but I'll be the first to come on and say, hey, you proved me wrong. I mean, not that, I'm a big deal to you or anything, but you need to prove everybody wrong now, because it's going to be joke city if y'all lose this finals, especially if you play bad. Yeah, you had the 13 assists in game 1, but eventually you're going to have to put on a scoring load. 12 points ain't going to cut it. Ain't going to continue to cut it. You got away with one because they bailed you out, your teammates, and that's what they're there for. I get that. But again, there's going to come a time where you're going to have to be the guy that puts on a scoring load. Can you do that and win? Kobe did.
When people see this, they're going to say, well, he really wasn't a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Well, that's because you never won anything. I wanted to win, but I wanted them to win and be a part of that as well. Look, I'm only doing this because it is who I am. That's the way I played the game. That was my mentality. And if you don't want to play that way, then don't play that way. Break.